All right, here we go. So first team call of the year. Happy New Year, by the way. I don't think I said Happy New Year to all of you guys. Happy New Year. So just a couple of announcements that I want to go over first. So Super Saturday is this weekend. I hope to see all of you guys there, or if you guys have a Super Saturday near you happening, or Super Weekend happening near you, I hope that you guys do go out and see or go to one. But there's going to be a lot of announcements, especially the announcement of where we're going on a trip for 2020. So that's exciting. I think like the first Super Saturday of the year is always my favorite Super Saturday of the year, because you kind of get that kickoff into what's happening. Also, I heard that they're going to announce this year an international expansion again. So we're already in the UK, we're in the US, Puerto Rico, but there's another international expansion. Like, that's insane, you guys. We're just being able to tap into more and more people, and I hope it's somewhere in South America or Mexico. Like, that would just be crazy. But I know that they are going to be talking about another expansion, so that's exciting. I have a feeling Jericho is having her own program this year. Like, that's like the thing, and I think they're going to announce that too. So just a little sneak peeks, things that I think are happening. So that's exciting. And then, as you guys know, we are hosting a coach sneak peek starting tomorrow, Wednesday. And so if you guys ever have been in a coach sneak peek, or maybe you haven't, pretty much it is an all-tell private group on Facebook that I'm going to host. My plan with this, I don't know if you guys have been following along with like what Brigida's doing, but I want to do the same thing she's doing. I just didn't want to plug people into her group. I feel like I want to have control of our own, groups that we do. So pretty much this is the first one of the year. I made a fresh group, and it's called 2019 Coach Sneak Peek, because what I'm going to do with this is, as you guys add people to it, we're going to have a coach sneak peek every month. So I'm going to have a schedule of when we're going to run these coach sneak peeks, maybe even 2 a month, which I've kind of heard that some coaches that do get a lot of coaches signed up with them are having them either every Monday or every second Monday of the month. And so what they do is they pretty much run this group, like, let's say Wednesday to Friday, and it's a tell-all group, and they share their stories, they talk about the income, they talk about, what training looks like, how they get started, and all of that. And then they do this in the same group every month, new. So they'll delete all the posts, but the people are already in there. So I know we kind of had talked about that before, because Brigida is doing this and it's working, so why not do it? But I think that it's better that we have a group our own where we're adding, because I know that we add a lot of volume. Even when we do groups like with Brigida, I could tell that is so many of our coaches that are adding volume. So like, I know we can do that. So I'm excited to do that. We're starting that tomorrow. So if you are willing to volunteer to be part of that group, share your story, go live, or even if you don't want to go live, you just want to type out your story and post a picture, that's fine. But it definitely has to be about your coaching journey and evolution, pretty much like what coaching has done for you, what it's brought for you, and all of that. So that starts tomorrow. And then, of course, Transform 20 starts next Monday. We're already prepping this week. So as you guys have seen, maybe if you follow me on Instagram, then you've seen that I'm like constantly, honestly, in the last 3 days, I don't know if you guys seen, like, those are legit people I'm adding to my list that are like committing. And they're not necessarily buying a challenge pack, but they're old customers that are buying, that have Beachbody on demand. And if they're like, I don't want to spend $200, I'm not pushing the $200. Like, fine, buy the $50 unlock pass. Fine, buy the $100 bundle with the step and unlock it. Like, I'm like, honestly, I've noticed that, like, even if they don't buy the supplement right now, in the next 2 weeks, while they're in the group, they will buy it because they see other people drinking it and they've already drink the Shakeology. They know that they like it. They know it's worth it, and they reorder, or they order Energize, or they order something else. So I'm still adding people to that. So I mean, I am trying to do a cutoff. I'm telling them that if they're ordering now, that, and if they want their step right away, they're probably going to have to do a rush order and pay a little bit more for shipping. So I am telling them all of that. I'm being very open about that, but I am getting a lot of like returners come back and just unlock it, and that's fine. And then I'm adding them to the prep group. So that's exciting. I think we're at 100 people in the Transform 20 group. I think we're almost there. We're probably almost there. So that's exciting. And then also wanted to share, and I think I had already shared what I'm doing with my challenge group. I did change the name to TNE Virtual Bootcamp or something like that, because that's what it's going to be. I'm going to have a rolling virtual boot camp. It's literally what a lot of the coaches are doing. I think this year I want to simplify what I'm doing with the business so that I can spend more time actually training coaches, bringing coaches on board, and growing the team with coaches and business builders. So that's really like my biggest focus. So I want to simplify the challenge groups. So I'm having one rolling challenge group, but every month I'm going to change the theme. I'm going to change the banner. I will have like a prep week. I will have an open registration week. So I'll still do that every single month to attract people, you know, on social media, to re-invite, to follow up, and to do that. So that's going to be part of that too. But I'm not going to have to open a whole nother challenge group, put all the information in there again every month like I always did. So I'm excited about that. I'm probably going to build units in there or something, or just like important posts that I can just tag people in. But pretty much every month when I open a new group in the same group, I'll do like a new welcome, you know, post like, all right, welcome your new challengers this month. And then we'll do that. But everybody's doing all, you know, different types of challenges. So that's an idea if you guys want to open your own challenge groups and do that. And then coach training. Okay, so I have tried I've tried 3 times to do a coach training and to do my own coach training, and I never freaking finish it. So it is my goal that I will finish recording 14 videos to train new coaches in our team. Okay, so what that means is that I'm going to record. If you guys have ever been part of Brigida's university, coaching university, it's great, but it has gotten like out of control. There's like 300, 500 people in that. She hasn't redone it. So it's literally like, if you've ever been in it, like you're probably still getting tagged now. So I want that to happen, but with our team, and it's going to be fresh every month. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to record 14 videos. I'm going to do, it's going to be a 14-day training, new coach training. That's going to start on January 28th. And so that's my goal, that every like end of the month Monday, I'm going to start a new coach training. And so as we're adding coaches on during the month, you're talking to them, or even adding challengers at the beginning of the month, and then you see that they're showing up in our challenge groups, you see the potential in them to be a coach, that you can then say, you know, I really think you should be a coach. I think you have what it takes. I think you could inspire people. And then we have a training group to add you into. So that's the plan. That's going to start on the 28th. And so I'm committed to doing that and to doing all those videos. So I'm excited about that. And then just a couple shout outs. Ceci, Marge, and Alex and Jessica are all at SE2 right now. So congratulations on inspiring somebody already. So that's exciting. And I know January isn't like, honestly, a lot of people, it's so funny because a lot of people always say January is like, oh my God, it's going to boom. Everybody's going to buy challenge packs. That's not reality for me, and it hasn't been for the past 4 years that I've been a coach. I track my SE numbers, and I know when the highest months are for me is always March, because people are getting over the holiday. Like, they're in freaking debt right now. They don't got money because of all of the presents. And then usually like February, they start coming around. And then March is like my biggest month. Every single year I've tracked it. I've always had the most. But what matters is that you're showing up right now, and that you're talking to people, and that you're inviting them. Because as they're telling you, you know what, I don't have the money, when you send them the link and they say, I don't have the money, it's okay. I got you. Next month, I'll follow up with you. Like, is February going to be better? Like, you should always be ending your conversation in that way, because then they have that in their head. Okay, like, I can save up. I can have the money to start next month. And so I know, like, my biggest months are always like March and April. Those are always my biggest months. So those are the announcements for tonight. So let's get into the call. we are going to be talking about Emerald rank advancements. So I know that we have some Emeralds in here, but I'm excited to kind of overview this again so that maybe you can better explain it to your coaches. But then also, if you're a new coach, I'm excited to have you here. And if you're not an Emerald, or you were an Emerald and you lost your Emerald, then it should be one of your goals. And so my goal with this call is that I'm going to have, and this is our first Emerald push call. And so every month we're going to have, actually every week, we're going to have a new Emerald push call. And so as new coaches come in, no, every 2 weeks, I'm sorry. Every 2 weeks, we're going to have a new Emerald push call. And then as new coaches come in, we're going to talk about the Emerald opportunities, what it is, why you should be an Emerald, why this should be like #1 on your list if you're serious about building this business. So I'm going to actually pull up, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And let me know if you guys can see that. Good. All right. All right, awesome. So all right, so Emerald rank. So first of all, our business is built on rank advancements. And so if you're like dead serious about building a business and having a business that is going to thrive and that is going to ultimately bring you income that is residual income, then this has to be a goal of yours. If you haven't gone in the back office to actually look at all the rank advancements that Beachbody has, that should be one of your #1 homeworks for either tonight or tomorrow. I want you guys to go in there and look at the rank advancements and understand what it takes to get to those rank advancements and why they're important. As we go through training and all of that, you will learn what these rank advancements mean, but it's so important that you guys are self-sufficient, #1, and that you take the initiative to go and look for this information. Go on YouTube, Google information. How do I make this happen? How do I get that as soon as possible? There are so many videos out there from top coaches that can help you guys. And honestly, as a new coach, when I started, it's going to be 4 years. I literally can't even believe that. It's going to be 4 years. And when I started, I had no intention on building this as a business. I had no intention as training, people and sharing this information with anybody. I really didn't. I didn't understand. I had heard of network marketing, but I had such an icky feeling around that I didn't understand what all of that meant. And so when I finally decided and someone told me the opportunity and what it was, I was like, okay, let me start Googling. Let me start YouTubing this information. I did not have an upline coach that trained me. Thankfully, I had like an upline team that I was able to get plugged into. But, I didn't have somebody actually giving me this information one-on-one. So be self-sufficient. If you don't know, Google it. I swear I will reply to you and tell you, did you Google it? Did you look for it in the back office? Because you want to be that way so that your future coaches, your future team is also like that. So make sure that you are doing that. But today, our biggest thing is that I believe that anybody and all of you on this team, whether you lost your Emerald or you're a brand new coach and you are not Emerald, can become an Emerald coach within a week. Honestly, I feel like you could become an Emerald coach within tomorrow night. Like, I really think that it's that possible because it is honestly, I feel like the easiest rank to get to, and one of the most important ones because it's your first actual rank that you're going to get to. So why should you rank advance to Emerald? Because right now, it's just you. You are a solo coach. Yes, you are sponsored by an amazing coach above you and you're part of a team. But at the end of the day, you want to have a business and an organization of your own. So as I have this organization, founder of Team No Excuses, I want all of you guys to have your own organization and to think big and to realize that you can actually build a team of your own with like-minded people like you, with people that view things like you, that are excited about things like you, and that you can be a leader of your own organization. So I believe anybody can do that. And your first rank advancement is Emerald, and it is probably the easiest one. So this means you're opening up your organization. You are saying, I am now a leader of a team. Now, it isn't hard, okay? Literally, it's you and 2 other active people, and you're an Emerald coach. And what I mean by active people is, the way you become a coach an Emerald coach, is that you have to personally sponsor 1 coach on each side with a minimum of 50 personal volume points. And what are personal volume points? Personal volume points come from something that you're buying on a monthly basis on HT. So on reoccurring order. So that could be Shakeology, that could be the performance line, that could be the Beachbody bars, whatever it is, as long as it is 50 PV minimum a month. And so right now, if you are ordering Shakeology, that's 90 PV every month. That keeps you active every month. So your goal is to sign up 2 people, 1 coach on each side, that purchases Shakeology and they're active. Now, don't overthink this. When I was told that I needed to sign up coaches, I went from Emerald to Diamond within like 6 months. And the reason why I did was because I gave the opportunity to every single person that I talked to. I told them about the coach opportunity. Not necessarily just because to build a business, because I know that I get it. It's scary to like invite someone and say, well, I think you can do this. I think you should do this business with me. I feel it. I understand people feel icky about it, but I shared it more as in, look, if you're somebody who has 20 plus, 30 plus more pounds to lose, you should be a coach. You should have a coach account, because you're going to save money on Shakeology in the long run. And then they're in it already. And if they do love it, they end up being somebody who's amazing, who falls in love with Beachbody, who falls in love with the groups and falls in love with the team. That could be somebody that actually builds a business. Okay. That's like one way, one type of person that you might sign up. Another person that you might sign up is somebody who wants to actually build a business. So that is like the most amazing thing. And when you have that one person that really wants to build a business, those people, not to confuse you guys, but should be on your weak leg. So in your organization, if you have not gone into your back office, you need to go into your back office on teambeachbody.com and look at your organization. When you go in, you're going to see yourself, and you're going to see people on one side of you, people that you don't recognize, because those are not your coaches. Those are coaches that are being placed in that side of the organization under you. But I'll explain why those people are important once you become Emerald. On the other side of you, there's going to be nobody. Okay? The side where there is nobody, that is called your weak leg, because you are now in charge of building that leg evenly or to surpass your other leg. The leg on the left or the right, because it could be either one. The one that has people that you don't recognize is your strong leg. And so that is the leg that is trickling in volume points and points from the rest of the organization. And then the other side is going to be completely blank, because you're going to start building the leg. And that's what we call your weak leg. So if you have someone that you know is going to build the business, I suggest that you put them on your weak leg. Also, another way to become Emerald, and how I became Emerald, was by signing up my spouse. And so a lot of you are probably saying a spouse, a mom, a best friend, somebody that you can trust, maybe somebody's account like your mom's, or somebody that you can handle as well. It is so important that if you're serious about building this organization, that you sign up one of them at the top of your organization. Because as you start building this organization and everything starts trickling up, when you start getting bonuses, then those people at the top are also going to benefit from it. So when I signed up Danny as one of my coaches, I was halfway to Emerald #1. And then I signed up Ceci, which is one of my Diamond coaches now, and she's at the top. And so they both get like the best, they pretty much have like the best seats in my organization, right? Because they're right above, they're right with me right here. And they're getting the volume that is trickling up. And that that gives them higher bonuses pays. And so when you're thinking of your organization and you're like, you know what, I want to build an organization that is 500 coaches deep or 1,000 coaches deep, you're going to want to put a spouse or somebody's account up above right near you that you're going to be able to control, also that you're going to be able to benefit from. Because, for example, Danny's account does pay me even though I don't work the account. I just keep it active. I do add coaches to it. Obviously, I made him an Emerald coach as well. And so, but I don't really sell things through there. I sign up people here and there on his account, but now it's like, it's just there to collect the volume check. And because he's an Emerald account he's an Emerald in his account, I also get paid bonuses from his. I get paid bonuses from mine. And so that is why it's super important. And a lot of you are probably thinking, well, I can't afford to have a whole nother account active. I couldn't afford to have Danny's account active. But when I realized that I needed to have his account be up on top right next to me, I made the decision that, you know, I was going to add him. So even if it was just for 1 month, I added him as a coach so that he could hold that spot. And so that's super important, that you add either a spouse or somebody's account that you trust up close to you, even if it's just to hold that spot. And maybe you keep it active, you know, 1 month. And as you continue building, as you continue to make more income, then you can have that account be active. And so that's kind of what I did. Once I got to a place where I could continue to order my Energize and my Recover on his account, I order my Shakeology on my account. And then that's perfect because it keeps 2 accounts active. And he helped me get halfway to Emerald. So that is a huge deal. I think that was part of this one too, my slide right here. But if you have somebody to help you get to Emerald quickly, then I definitely suggest that. So when should you become Emerald? ASAP. Like seriously, like yesterday, tomorrow. I challenge you to get to Emerald by next Thursday. And it is not hard if you set your mind to it. So as you're talking to people about challenge packs and all of that, just recommend, you know what? I think you should sign up with a coach account. Don't freak out. These are my words, okay? And if you guys don't use the voice thing on like Instagram or Facebook, honestly, those have been like the best tools for me to close deals, let's just say, or like to close things with people, because they can hear my voice and they can hear my excitement and they can understand. Because sometimes as we type things out, they get like this long and people get lost. And so what I've been doing is I've literally been using my voice thing on Instagram. And they send me like, okay, what is it, you know? I will send them a voice and be like, look, I hope you don't mind I'm sending you a voice thing, because honestly, it's easier for me to explain. This is what it is. So it's, you know, a challenge pack. You're going to get this. You're going to be added to this. And if you're in this for the long run, because they already told me how much weight they want to lose or whatever, then I will say, you know, I recommend that you get the coach account. It isn't anything permanent. That's the best part about Beachbody, because I have seen other plans with other network marketing companies where like you sign up and you don't even notice that you are now locked in to order their stuff for 3 to 4 months, or they will penalize you and they'll still charge you. Like, we don't do any of that, you guys. Like, people can literally, if they hate it, cancel it in that month. Like, they will get their money back, you know? Like, and so I tell people, you got nothing to lose. Sign up with a coach account. You're locked in with the discount. That way we don't have to deal with it later. And either way, you can cancel it. If you really do hate it, or after 3 months you don't need it no more, then you can cancel it. But at least they're getting their foot in the door and they're able to see what we have to offer. And they're already a coach. And you know, once they become the part of the community, I feel like most people stick around and then they see the opportunity. And so don't be afraid to send those messages and to invite people that way, because I really don't think it's that hard. You just got to get over that fear. All right, so I talked a little bit about bonus cycles and why you should become an Emerald coach and what the benefits are of that. So pretty much a bonus cycle is what you get once you have became an emerald and hit the first rank. So let me explain. When you sign up coaches, you do not get commission for what your coaches order. So let's just say Kathy orders a, Shakeology. I don't actually get $30 or $32 cash from her order. That's not what I get. As coaches, when your coaches order or the downline order, so let's just say here I am, everybody's ordering things, then you get volume. And so if you don't know where to find that, in your back office, there's a little button that says monitor. It says my team volume. And if you click on that, you will be able to see that there is two sides, a left side and a right side. And it shows you how much volume is being generated that week. Our payday schedule as a coach is from Thursday to Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So any sales that you make from Thursday to Wednesday, that's our week, okay? And that's our rolling week. And then also any sales that are made or bought by your coaches and your downline become team volume. And so you're gonna see that volume change every week. I look at that volume every week. I am able to see what my bonus is gonna be. There is weeks where, for example, last week, I sold like one challenge pack, but because of the residual income from the volume and people renewing their Beachbody on demand and all of that, you guys, I made $1,000 in a week. Like I sold one challenge pack though, but it was all residual income, like over 4 years. This doesn't happen overnight. And I'm not going to tell you it happens overnight, but those bonuses will start growing, and they will start growing as you grow your organization, you grow your coaches, and you grow your volume. And so that's why volume is such a big deal, but that's why it's even a bigger deal to get ranked. And so as an emerald, you get paid $14 per cycle. That might seem like a little bit of money, but you're going to continue to rank advanced to ruby to diamond, and then that goes up in pay as well. So the highest that it pays is $18 per cycle, but you could cycle up to 50 times in a week. And so multiply that by 14 or multiply that by 18, and that's what you're getting in a bonus without having to actually sell product to people. And that is where you make money with network marketing or Beachbody or whatever. It's because you're going to build this residual income. You're going to build this organization that if you're on vacation, people are still selling and buying and doing all of that, that you're going to be able to get those bonuses. So that is a huge deal as to why you should get ranked right away. And then we talked about this, who you should invite. I thought I had it in order, but I didn't. Everyone, seriously, I think that everybody needs to hear about the opportunity. Honestly, I feel like who wouldn't be blessed with something like this? We get to work on ourselves, number one. Like we get to put ourselves first, health-wise, and we get to share our stories to invite people and inspire people to do this with us. Like that's what I get paid for. It's insane. So I explained that. I did explain, go to your closest friends, your family, your spouse, especially, like I said. All right. So your challenge is to wake up as an emerald, get your emeralds back by Thursday of next week. All right. So by Thursday of next week, I want to wake up to all of these people, all of you, emerald status active. And then I want you to keep going and do it again and do it again and do it again. And that is literally how you get to diamond coach. Like you just do it over and over again, and you focus on what you're doing. You're tracking what you're doing. And as you have 2 coaches, they're active, then you're going 2 more coaches and you're active, then you're getting 2 more coaches and you're active, and then you're training one of your coaches on each side. And just think about it right here. This person right here could be your husband's account or your best friend or your mom's account that you now have the power to also make emerald, because you're going to have access to that account. And guess what? This even makes it easier for you to get to diamond, because all you got to worry about is training one other person that is serious about the business to get to emerald. I think we overthink it and we don't realize, like, if we just put in the work and we get serious about it and we track it, that we can get to that. I hope that helped you guys. Any questions? You guys can put them in the chat box. Anything like that?
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
So when you're having people sign up as coaches, is there one link or is it the two links? Like you sign up, you buy your challenge pack, and then you also give them the link to sign up as a coach?
You should be using Share a Cart.
Share a Cart, okay.
Yeah. So if you're signing up brand new coaches, like brand new coaches.
Like they haven't bought a challenge pack at all.
Haven't bought anything, you should be doing it through Share a Cart. So you go on Share a Cart, and then you're going to be able to choose the coach option, and then you choose the challenge pack, the Shakeology, and then it sends them all of it in a pretty little bundle, and you can track it as to when they get it, when they actually view it, because you're going to be able to see that. I use the BB links a lot just for like straight challenge packs or like straight things like that. But no, you shouldn't be doing that, because when you do it together on Share a Cart, it waives the $40 sign up
automatically. Okay.
Yeah. The only time, actually not even, when you're converting a coach. So I don't know if you guys have ever converted a coach. I know I see some new people here. If you have a challenger, let's say you signed up a challenger this month, and then by, let's say, on Friday, because you're going to invite them to the coach sneak peek. You guys shouldn't be inviting all your challengers to this. You're going to invite them. Then they say Friday, I want to sign up as a coach. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go on Share a Cart. You're going to sign them up as a coach. You're going to click coach. You're going to click on the top. It's going to say no enrollment. No purchase. So all it's going to do is create a link for the $40. They're going to pay the $40. And then if you Google coach reimbursement form, then you send them that link, and then they'll get their $40 back within 3 days.
Okay.
It will waive it, afterwards.
And it just skips that step, right? Okay.
Yeah. So as a new person, you should be doing the Share a Cart, because it waives it automatically. They don't have to deal with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions? Who's going to be Emerald next week? Yay! You can do it. Trust me. I believe in you. It is not, I think we just overthink it. We just overthink it. And it really is that difficult. I promise you. All right, babes. Anything else? I think I got it all this week. So we are going to have weekly team calls every Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Does 7 o'clock work or 7:30?
7 work. I like 7.
7? Yeah, I think that we're just done and good. All right. So 7 o'clock every Tuesday. I hope to guys, see you guys on here. It'll be a different topic. If you guys have topics that you want me to talk about, let me know. And also I'm going to bring other coaches from other teams to talk about what's going right with them or anything like that. So I'm excited about that. Kathy said, I just checked and I have 2 active coaches. Yes. Yes, girl. All right, babes. We'll have a good, let's take a picture. Turn your cameras on. Turn this on. Oh, wait. I want to tell you guys one more thing. Summit. So Summit is happening, okay? And I'm not going. And I'm really, really sad about it. But I hope that all you guys make it from it. Seriously, it is and on top of that, I'm gonna cry. Seriously, I'm so fucking emotional. But Rachel Hollis is gonna be there, and I'm gonna miss that. So it's seriously, it's such an amazing weekend that you connect with people on the team you've never met in life. You get to see Kathy once a year. But seriously, you guys make just amazing, I can't even think of the word. Memories. There you go. Memories. But I'm gonna miss you guys so much. But I really hope that you guys all make it out there. We still have the group on Facebook so that you guys could start talking about like booking rooms and things like that. I really think you guys should get on that. And I know some of you guys on here are going on the trip too. So I know all of that together is like crazy, but one thing at a time. You'll be fine. You will make it happen. All right, babes, let's take a picture. Hold on, my light. Okay, ready? Rosie, are you turning your camera on? Hold on. Where did my phone go? Oh. Okay. Ready? Shit, I'm not ready. Okay, 1, 2, say cheese. Yay. Thank you guys. Have a good night. I'll see you guys next week. Bye, babes.
Bye.